Everybody, and welcome to a new game news round. We potentially have some huge news or news that might end up being really a nothing burger if negotiations fall through or if these reports are not accurate at all. But we shall see. But as I'm sure you've heard or you've seen in the title, Sony is currently in talks about acquiring Elden Ring's developers FromSoftware's parent company, Kadokawa Corporation. So again, apologies if I mispronounce. If it's not Kadokawa, again, apologies. But, so yeah, Sony Group Corporation is reportedly in talks to acquire FromSoftware parent company Kadokawa Corporation. So this is according to two sources familiar with the matter who spoke with Reuters. I'm actually not exactly sure I pronounced the website, but yeah, who spoke with Reuters. And the sources, they claim talks are currently ongoing and a deal could be signed in the coming weeks if successful. And Nikkei is also reporting the negotiations are currently in the very early stages. So it just sounds like these talks have just started, maybe in recent days, in the last handful of weeks. So even if these talks are true, it might not happen. We'll see. It also depends how much, this would cost Sony to do. But also, if you don't know, Sony, as of March of this year, has a 2% stake in Kadokawa and a 14% stake in FromSoftware. And when asked by Reuters, Sony declined to comment, and Kadokawa said it cannot comment. Saying it cannot comment, generally, instead of saying it declined to comment, maybe a little bit more weight, but we shall see. But yeah, Kadokawa Corporation, if you don't know, they own a number of video game publishers and developers, as well as companies in film and visual and cross-media. Key video game companies, we're talking about Elden Ring developer, Dark Souls developer, FromSoftware, acquire Chunsoft, and Gotcha Games. And funny enough, we're just gonna go here quick. We can zoom out in a bit. Yeah, when this broke, Kadokawa's stock value increased by 23%. That means the market value, the market cap of the company has shot up, which means it's going to cost Sony more money, maybe more likely from the back end of the deal. I don't know. Kind of crazy. You can see here their market cap here. As of November, this is before this news broke. The market cap was $2.52 billion US dollars. Does that mean Sony can acquire them for $2.52 billion US dollars? Generally speaking, no. Usually when you go to buy a company, you got to pay above the market cap. Usually 1.5 to 2 times market cap is usually the likely range. So we're talking $3.75 to $5 billion potentially. Maybe around, somewhere. If my math is correct, right? It's about $3.75 to $5 billion. This might potentially cost them, obviously. And who knows, with a huge increase of 23%, just because people go, gotta buy it because it might be acquired. You can make some extra money on that if you're good on that. But yeah, absolute crazy. Actually, yeah, you can see here market cap 431 billion yen. Since this is here, you see JPY, Japanese yen. So yeah, do the math there, yen to dollars and stuff, and that's a decent chunk. An absolute decent chunk. But yeah, actually, let's do yen to USD. If you're wondering, oops, that's not the right. How much was it again? Apologies. Let's go back. 431. Close enough, right? Yeah, that means the market cap has potentially gone up to $2.79, $2.8 billion. Obviously, as you can see, exchange rates always changing up and down, up and down, up and down. So potentially 2.8 billion. So yeah, probably the 4 to 5 billion range. Now we're probably talking that might cost Sony if one, this report is true, and two, if they end up deciding to acquire Kadokawa Corporation. But obviously, it is not just for FromSoftware. You might think, obviously, as gamers, you think, oh yeah, FromSoftware, well, Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Elden Ring was one of the best-selling games when it came, it was one of the biggest games out there. But, I know, we're using Wikipedia here. It's the easiest thing I could find here on what they own a lot. First things first, they were founded in 1945. Been acquiring a bunch of companies and stuff. And, yeah. So, yeah, it's just a bit of a list here. You see here, interactive entertainment and gaming. Yeah, Spike Chunsoft. If you don't know, and you can open up a quiet. I guess the other ones don't have. But yeah, Spike, Chunsoft, Dragon Quest. Back in the day, but more recently, we can see One Piece. Yeah, but a lot of anime stuff. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And basically, they've been developing games for anime stuff. And I believe... might have been Acquire, I believe, just released a Nintendo game. Yes, Mario and Luigi Brothership. They developed. So we'll see how things go here. Octopath Traveler. But yeah, this is just the gaming companies here, that are under Kadokawa. And then obviously you see this huge list of publications. A lot of anime and manga stuff that they do. So, whoops. I'm a little see-through there. Yeah, my webcam and the green screen is having some issues today. Apologies for that. But, yeah. So you want to take a good look. If you know some of these companies, I'm not as familiar with this stuff. But, yeah, it's quite a bit. Kadokawa Corporation serves to bring together several affiliated Japanese companies related to Kadokawa, Shoten under what is known as Kadokawa Group. Yeah, these companies are of three types. Publishing, film and visuals, and cross-media. The publishers primarily deal with books. Bunkoban? Small format paperback books. Okay, paperbacks. Manga and visual media magazines. The film and visual companies deal with Japanese feature films and DVD sales of international films and anime. The main thing here from Sony obviously will help PlayStation. But they own Crunchyroll and Funimation. This will get them an even bigger lead, a huge chunk, an even bigger chunk into the anime and manga market. Which, honestly, I don't know enough to say for certain. Like, I know some people are saying potentially could lead to being too close to monopoly, and this deal, even if they try to acquire them, might not get through the regulatory bodies just because it might give a monopoly specifically in the anime and manga industry. Obviously, it wouldn't give them anywhere near... It wouldn't be any issues with gaming. Even with a few... you got Spike, Chunsoft, and FromSoftware. Two of the bigger Japanese developers out there. But obviously, you think how big the gaming industry is. And Microsoft was able to acquire Activision Blizzard. That wouldn't be an issue. It's just the manga anime side. That might be an issue, but I don't know enough to say for certain. But, yeah. This here, I thought I should record a video on this. So, here we are. As always, if you enjoy these, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe for some more gaming news, gaming sales, gaming industry information. This being, I guess, say news/industry information when it comes to big acquisitions. And this will probably be the biggest gaming acquisition in several years. Because after crazy sprees of crazy gaming acquisitions, there's been... It seems to have been... The amount of acquisitions just seem to have died down. It's been mainly gaming layoffs with like over 20,000 people in the gaming industry laid off in the last couple of years alone. Yeah, it's a lot. But, anyways, what are your thoughts on this? Are you in favor of this? Are you against it? Let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all next time. This is another Game News Roundup.